Some arrived in France overnight, others have been here for a few days. All these migrants from West Africa are seeking refuge here near the Italian border, in the French town of Briançon. They crossed the Alps on foot, and volunteers are on hand 24 hours a day to welcome them.
For 2 weeks there have been a lot of people. There was a quiet moment and it's all started again. Arrivals every night, around 15 to 20 people.
Nearly 3,000 migrants have come through this welcome centre since July, the majority of them Guinean or Ivorian. All share stories of tough living conditions, unemployment and hardship, reasons that have driven them to cross the Mediterranean.
Before, when you saw an Ivorian in France, he was there to study with a scholarship. But today the scholarships have been replaced by dinghies.
Selou and Abu are from Guinea, a country often rocked by political instability. Where they come from, protests are often violently repressed.
Often, it's the young people that get killed during the protests or the electoral campaign. In Guinea, I was afraid I'd be killed for no reason whatsoever.
Haunted by his journey to Europe, Abu suffers from insomnia. He says he was imprisoned, mistreated, and nearly sold as a slave in Libya. Selou too remembers life behind bars.
We didn't eat for 4 days. It felt like 4 years. They came at night and beat us. They didn't feed us. Even drinking water was impossible. There were no toilets. We didn't go to the bathroom for 4 days. There were a lot of people, women and children. We suffered over there.
Ibrahim fled Ivory Coast in 2013, despite it being an economic powerhouse. He also says he was exploited and kidnapped before crossing the Mediterranean to reach Italy, on a dinghy with 120 other people.
I wouldn't do the journey again, not for anything. Already because it's inhumane. All these trips, all these humiliations. I don't know how many times I skirted death, but I think I must be blessed because it wasn't easy.
The myth of a European El Dorado is often perpetuated on social networks by migrants who want to keep face and reassure their relatives back home. But that situation is far from the truth, as even more challenges await, obtaining a right of residency and building a decent life.